Hope the sound is good. I wanted to do a quick live episode number 21. And as you can see, I'm at a different location. So, thing was, man, let me try to get that out the view because I know that we don't have a sponsorship from that place in the background. So, I'm going to go live. I know it's been a couple weeks. I said I was going to make sure every single week to have an episode. So since I can't believe since that didn't go through, I said what I'm gonna do is today I'm gonna go live. I had some topics I kind of wanted to touch on, but at the same time I had some stuff that I was like, man, you know what? Because I've been doing a lot of stuff just on Facebook. And that's kind of been where the main place where I've been doing content. So if you been following me over there and you see some of the stuff, you already know like sort of what's going on, kind of. But I came with my kids today, so we over here at the stadium and get some exercise. As you can tell, I got them, So we just getting some exercise and they're riding their bikes. We playing baseball. And that was part of the topic that I wanted to touch on, man, because what I see is a lot of there's no good way to say it, man. In America, and you can see how like everybody has the different agendas that's going on. So if you have a simple agenda, like you just want your kids to get a good education, you want them to be in the best, in a stable environment, in the best position possible. That's one thing, But some people, I think I touched on it before, man. Some people, it's all about like the kids and you are there. You are there. There's some evil people out here, man. There's no good way to try to put it. There's no way to try to make it seem like, like I've said before, my family, they go to church, and so there's a lot of, you want to pray about stuff. As a bug comes close to me, you want to pray about different stuff, and you want things to, you want to give your problems to God, and you hope things turn out good. What it seems like though, you have to have an actual guideline for what you need to do. And so, as like I said, Yala knows not is the name of the show. So we got the question. So how do you go about doing that when I would say some of the main thing is you have to have a guideline. You have to have a step by step. So in getting that step by step, right? How do you get that? Where do you go to get that? Where do you go to get the, like, okay, you go to school, you go to school, you got the curriculum and you have everything that you're going to do, right? And even then, some people just take that and like, we've all had some teachers that they don't try to actually, they'll give you the curriculum and then they have their thing that they're trying to say or they're trying to push while you're in their class, And then when the principal comes around, then they'll go to the main thing that they're trying to do. All right. So if you're trying to get a job, you need a stand, like you have to have a thing, the basic requirements of getting that job. So how do you get all that and actually, like, how do you go by doing the actual requirements? Because for a job, you have to have a certain, like, you got to go in, like, if you're doing the job, you have, okay, let's just say it's a job where you are you're driving a forklift. Let me go with something like that I actually know about, right? You're driving a forklift. You go. You know you got to go pick up this load. You got to go take it to the truck. Yeah, and you know as you're going, you got to go under, lift it up, lift it up enough, back up, put it down as you're driving to wherever you need to go. Then you know you got to lift it up and put it in. Like you know, there's a certain thing to do. All right, so with some of the stuff, you can't just say, God, I'm gonna pray. I pray that you help me. Like, but you maybe I don't know if that may work. And God, from what I heard, you just let's say you pray like God, I don't know what I'm doing. I need help to get whatever I'm like. I need help to get something done. Hey, don't do that. Put all those back. Why? Why? But when it comes to certain things, yeah, like you need a step by step, man. And so I was saying all that to say, like on Facebook, what I see is a lot of people who, well, first off, on Facebook, you get a lot of misinformation. On the internet, period. Some people are there purposely saying the opposite of what you should do. And I don't know if they just talking to people they know and probably watching them on their page, and maybe they're trying to mislead them or give bad information to have like, I don't know, to mislead somebody who's like watching them or something. Then you have some people who is like, nah, I don't. That's all they do. That's all they do is like provide some misinformation and saying some crazy stuff, especially like about the relationship. I made a thing, and I need to. I think I'm gonna do that again this week. Just joking on some relationship stuff about like what I see. Because as far as the relationship goes, you can see some people saying, "Yeah, you know what you should do? As a man, you should do blah blah blah." And as I'm watching, I'm like, man, what are women supposed to do? Because a lot of it is like, I don't want no man unless he does this and he does whoop and that. I'm like, what are the requirements for women? Because for men, that's why I say the misinformation for men is crazy. Like, it is crazy. As a man, you should take care of the woman no matter what she's doing. And, and it's like, yeah, you talking about a man who just, that woman who just tried to kill him? And so I was saying all that because I just saw somebody posted like, no, women won't do this if like a woman would never do such and such. I'm like, man, have you not seen the thin line between love and hate? Like she took a bag of a bag of oranges or something, apple, and put it in a bag and started beating herself, and then said that he beat her. Like, you see, I think that was like on Snapped before that, episode, or maybe not Snap. What was it called? That was the episode of, I forgot the name, but like it was an episode that like, and I'm pretty sure that there's documented in some police files where some women have done that. So then when I see certain things that this thing like the wind is blowing, man, it is coming. As I see that, I'm like, man, you know what? Some of that information doesn't really work with. Like, man, have you that's like I would say, like the misleading stuff. Like, yeah, man, yeah, like, I mean, like, man, why are y'all who are y'all talking to, man? Is that like a part of like trying to put somebody in a trick bag or what? Because to me, that just doesn't make any sense, man. You can see how. Like there are cases about that, like where the woman lies and says she got abused and she didn't hit herself. There's on a thin line between love and hate. Like I said, that's just a movie, but we've seen in real life where that's happened. So that's just one part of the misinformation, man. But then you can see with some other stuff, like far as to there's this thing that like everybody can be rich and be and have stuff. Some of it is coming from people who have scammed their way and done nothing but foul stuff to get that. So it's like, man, everybody's not gonna sell drugs, and So it's like, man, come on, man. Like, y'all just out here like if you tell anybody, yeah, man, I don't see why you ain't blah blah. Like, man, you sold drugs and you probably you killed people. Like, you done some wild stuff that doesn't work for the regular person, man. So the regular person needs a guideline, and then let's say you're a regular person on a job. It'll be somebody who hit the lottery or something, or they got some type of luck, like something, like they got a disability check or something. Like they like, man, if I was you, like if it ain't if you was, you're not in that type of situation, man. You're not doing the. You've never done that. How you only misleading somebody trying or providing false hope, saying that, yeah, man, it's easy to go blah blah blah. And then it's the drug dealer who like you work with the police, like, man, what are you like? Man, what are we talking about here, man? But like that's something I would say, like that's just for the youngsters. I think some of the older people know, and some of the older people still don't know. I know this older man who he was. Oh man, that's a topic for another time. People who get old, cause this guy he was pushing about 80. I was working with him on his job, and the thing that he would talk about, man. Since I'm already kind of like over the 10-minute mark, I want to do a short episode today, and I'll go into this in the next episode to where, all right, so the guy he's like about 80, he's working on a job. He said he's pretty much on probation until he dies. I forgot what he said he was on probation for, but he said he was like, I guess after he turned a certain age, he was just pretty much in and out the system, and now he was like 80, and he was about like. He had so many years. It was like, yeah, pretty much until he dies, or if he was like, it was like a glimpse of hope. If he does something, then maybe they would like take him off. But the stuff he was talking about, I'm like, man, that's a lot to be going through at 80 years old. First off, you got a probation officer, so you're getting treated like a kid at that age, at 80 years old. Even though he was messing up. And that's why I say I don't want to give you the full story just yet. I'll do it in the next one. But like he was saying, he messed with a girl. Like this is something for a youngster, or just something a young person would do. He messed with this girl and he done messed around and got venereal disease. And he says he wasn't smoking drugs, right? He wasn't doing like certain drugs, but he was saying a way that if you, I would say, yeah. In the next episode, we'll get into all that, man. Like he say he's not doing the drugs, but at the same time, he had this method of where, or he would let people come to his, because he stayed in a trailer. He let people come to his trailer and they do the drugs. Like he just give him a place to stay, give him a place to come chill at. Then, like, man, look, yeah. Then he went down the street and got caught with the drugs. I ain't had nothing to do with the drugs. Hey, man, okay. But your house is the dope spot. All right. But yeah, man. But like I say, man, we got all of the questions. We just got questions. Do you have some answers? Because everything you think you might know, you might not really know. And if you really do know it, you might just be going off what you've been told. And then what you've been told may just be specific to your region. So, hey, man, this is another episode of Yala Knows Nada, where we got the questions. We're going to ask all of the questions and we'll talk about everything. Until next time, man, I'm going to see y'all. And we out.